we're going to get into Unit 3 here. And Unit 3 covers chapters 9 through 13. So this is a big test. Matter of fact, on the AP exam itself, this is probably 70 to 75% of the questions on it. So, if you remember way back when, I gave you guys that acronym. There is no such thing as a free lunch. And the reason why I brought that up is to let you know that there is a cost to everything, even if it does seem free. And so when we talk about firms and we talk about businesses, they always have a cost to do business. So today we're going to talk about the different types of costs that exist. So to start with, we talk about the economic cost of everything. Now, economic cost is the payment that must be made to obtain goods and services. All right. To get your economic costs, you add two costs together. You add the explicit costs and your implicit costs to equal your economic cost. All right, so what are each of these? Explicit costs is actual money, a dollar value amount of everything there is. Implicit costs go back to that idea of opportunity costs. All right, now keep in mind, this is the economic example, economic world. This is not necessarily the true real world. When we talk about making a decision, we keep in mind our implicit costs. But when we actually look at profit and loss and everything like that, we're strictly looking at money. But because we are talking about the economic world, we are only talking about economic costs. And then, depending on this, we could either have a profit or a loss. So, big picture, the thing that is most important is accounting profit and economic profit. Now, accounting profit is the basic profit that we always think about, is your total revenue minus your explicit costs and that gives your accounting profit. All right, but when we look in our little economic world, this one becomes more important. This is your total revenue minus your explicit costs and your implicit costs, and that will equal your economic profit. All right, we're very, very loyal to this in the world of microeconomics. All right, so we carry on here, and this is where we focus on something called the short run. Okay, so now when we talk about short run, most people want to have a time frame. In economics, this is not a time frame. This is an idea where we can't change capacity, but we can change how it's used. So think about it this way. you have your little factory. All right. Now, you have your set building. This is it. No bigger, no smaller. But during this time, all right, you do one 8-hour shift. Well, in the short run, while we can't expand our building, we can add a second 8-hour shift. So we didn't change capacity, but we have changed how it's used. All right. That is important. Now, 90 to 95% of everything we talk about is all done in the short run. Later on, you will have a lesson specifically on the long run. All right. And in the long run, everything changes. All variables can change. In the short run, only one variable can change. That's why this is microeconomics. We are very loyal to that, and we focus on that. Okay. So, to understand this, all right, we're going to start with 3 types of relationships of cost and prices. These are the relationships that we will focus on. All right. So to understand this relationship, we need to look at total product, simply the total amount we produce. We look at marginal product. This, once again, marginal means extra. All right, and marginal product is the extra output we get by adding one unit of the variable. And in most situations, the variable that we discuss is labor. So by adding one more person to work for us, you'll do this. Now, usually, by the time we're doing this, I would have done an activity with you in class. Maybe we will, kind of depends. But you'll see how this all comes into play later on. And then we have average product. All right. So this is the output per unit of labor. So total product divided by the units of labor. That's how we come up with average product. So, with this, we look at something called the law of diminishing marginal returns. All right. This is simply saying is as labor is added, we will reach a point where your marginal product will decline. Think about it this way. Your homecoming float. All right. When you first start your float, there's 2, 3, 4 people there. Not much is getting done. And then as you get to 5, 6, 7 people, more stuff gets done. But then by the time practices are over and everybody gets dinner and decides to show up, you have 50 people there, all right, and nobody doing anything except for those original 3 to 4 people. All right, you're getting less out of everybody. And so, therefore, the marginal product is declining when we get to that. All right. So let's look at this visually. When we look at these graphs, all right, we're going to start with total product. All right, and these are the units of labor. So this kind of looks like your total utility graph, where it's going up, 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 and then it'll hit a peak and then it'll start to decline. All right. So when we really look at this, we break it into three categories here. This is increasing returns. All right. Your total product and your marginal product are going up. In this area, you have diminishing returns. Your total product is still going up, but your marginal product is decreasing. And finally, in this area here, this is negative returns. Total product and marginal product are both decreasing. All right. Being in these two areas is perfectly fine. All right. If your total product is going up, but your marginal product is going down, you're still producing more product, and it's still worthwhile having those people there. But when it becomes negative, that's when everybody's in the way and it's not working. So now let's look at the other two here in a graph. You have your marginal product and your average product, and once again, this is labor. So, all right, we have marginal product. It's going up, 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 and it'll hit a point, and it'll start declining to the point where it can actually go negative. All right, marginal product can become negative. All right, average product, on the other hand, will go up, but it will not be as steep. And the other thing about average product, it will never ever reach zero. So no matter how many people you have, as long as one unit is being produced, which hopefully with all those people that you have there, you will keep producing something, but it will get closer and closer and closer to the y-axis, but at that point nothing will happen. All right, so that's all for this lesson here. Okay, you do have a homework assignment. Your homework assignment is once again out of your textbook. All right, it is page 217, number 3, and page 218, number 5. All right, the substitute will collect this assignment tomorrow. All right, and then you'll do some time in the practice with this stuff tomorrow in class as well. So, as I told you, our fun little cover song of the day. Today I'm going to bring you a classic artist. All right, after he hit his peak, Johnny Cash had a second run of things when he signed to Def American Records, and he covered the Nine Inch Nails song Hurt. It is phenomenal. It may be one of the greatest cover songs of all time. Matter of fact, Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails actually talked about how Johnny Cash did it better than him. I hope you enjoy that song. Johnny Cash is a great artist. Look up the original if you want. Otherwise, enjoy your day. Email me with questions. All right. Once again, to everybody, this is the last time I'll do this, is B. Tishner at rbchs.com. Enjoy your day.